Right here in my hands is the new Sigma BF, and behind me is a hotel room. I just got this camera before a work trip. Haven't been able to test it that well. I basically have only been shooting it here in this hotel room for reasons. And I just figured I would make a quick video to kind of discuss why I even bothered with said camera. I'm gonna pace around and talk while I walk because I can do that and I'm anxious. This camera is kind of cool. Originally announced a couple months ago, minimalist design. If Apple was going to make a device or a camera, this would kind of be the camera that they make. And you know, at first glance, like looking at videos and things, I was like, that feels kind of silly. It looks kind of weird. The menu system is kind of goofy. It's built on this whole minimalist idea. Very few dials, very few buttons. You know, it's supposed to be the experience, I guess, of taking a photo. And when you're looking at a YouTuber talking about it, or you're looking at a person talking about this camera, you obviously don't know or have no idea what that experience is like. It wasn't until I was recently in Japan at Bic Camera, and I had a bunch of these on display, and I was able to pick it up, and I was like, oh, I kind of get it. The curvature, the design of it feels really, really good in your hands. And the fact that it is kind of this weird and dumbed down operating system, if you will, makes it a lot easier and more enjoyable to just kind of focus on taking the photo and getting your hands on this. This camera was back ordered for a while. Mine finally came. But the lens that I wanted to get with it, which I already forgot the name, I will list it right here. That's on delay until sometime middle of the summer. So I had to go with a different lens. Is the Sigma L mount 10 to 18 f2.8. I like shooting super wide. Everything that you're seeing in terms of the example photos, which again, are all in a hotel room, we're keeping it themed, are shot with this lens. And I think it's just, actually I'll show you. I think it's kind of hilarious how the camera looks. You've got this aluminum body, and then you've got this kind of plastic lens on there. They have brand new lenses, a slew of new L mount lenses that kind of match the aesthetic of this camera. But I just find it kind of funny. I mean, it kind of works. It looks good. I can't be too mad at that. Like, it looks okay. I would rather have the all metal build lens as opposed to this. The all metal build also, I don't know, there's a lot of like fingerprints that feel like they show up. I also feel like I have to protect this way more because I'm like afraid of getting it scratched. I haven't taken this out yet. Like, I haven't gone out in public with this, but I'm curious, like, it's gonna be one of those cameras that like draws eyes. So I would say this is not like a street photography camera at all. I would be cautious taking this out on the street. Also, how the body is designed, there's no traditional double, like open circle areas, right, for straps. So like to get like a proper good neck strap, you're gonna wanna go through the threading down here. Here's an example of a photo. You know, you have full manual control, which is nice. It's just like navigating the system is quite interesting. Again, it just feels so good to like shoot with. I don't know, it's strange. Again, the menu system is fascinating to me. The looks as well, like the picture profiles that this is my first Sigma as well. I've not had a Sigma camera before, but the picture profiles they have are quite interesting. There's a 709 look, which I quite enjoy shooting. Most of the stuff that you're seeing is with that. But they've got some other like interesting ones, like a cinema. Again, I'm in a fucking hotel room. Probably not the best place to test it, but that's where I'm at, and that's what you're gonna get if you click this review. So the menu system, again, kind of strange. You use this dial to end up on like, you know, your shutter, your f-stop, your exposure, your ISO, and then your look. And then you, once you're highlighted over, you just rotate the dial to adjust. and it'll stick to whatever you were on last. You can also turn off all your shooting information. So you just have your viewfinder and there's nothing there. Kind of an interesting look. I'm gonna go super wide. This cinema though is very green. Gives me like Matrix vibes. What do I think overall? Overall, I think it's a cool camera. I think for the price, I think it's gonna be for hobbyists. I say that cautiously because I don't want to get yelled at. But yeah, I think it's for hobbyists. I think it's for people that enjoy tech, enjoy the minimal look. I don't think this is something that you would use per se in the professional workspace. I think it's more if you just enjoy cameras and like cool tech and photography and such. I definitely like it. I think there's a cool space for this. And especially in like my kind of, I'm by no means a professional photographer. I am 1000% a hobbyist. Sunset looks great. Like that looks so good. I love that color. Also don't judge how dirty my hotel room is. I've been here way too long. Thus why you're probably like, he's clearly losing it. Yeah, I consider myself a hobbyist. I like photography. I like staying up to date with the trends. I get suckered into the cool new stuff, the consumerism, if you will. And yeah, I think that's kind of what this camera is for. It's a cool concept, cool idea. I don't know if this is changing the world or doing anything crazy. I think it's just a fun thing. So there you go. If you like this, check out some other of the weird vlogs and things that me and my wife do. I'm gonna try and put more techie type videos and cameras and stuff. If you're interested, again, follow along. Otherwise, go ahead and roast me in the comments about how bad my photos are, specifically the composition.